The National Girls Speech and Debate Championship is brought to you by Mermac Productions in partnership with the Ghana Education Service, Ghana Commission for UNESCO, Forum for African Women Educationalists, and Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana. Proudly sponsored by Margins ID Systems, Identity Management Systems, Intelligent Card Production Systems, CUPA Study International, Verna Mineral Water, McBerry Biscuits, and Planet Drinks. Also supported by Uncle Adlaw for Buying Organization and Canan Care Travel and Tour. NGSDC, Educate, Empower, Encourage.
Welcome to the most insightful and empowering event of the season. This is Girls Debate, and we are at the semi-finals of this competition at the St. Thomas Aquinas Senior High School, and I'm here as your host of the red carpet, Sandra. Still rolling out on the red carpet at the Girls Debate Championship semi-finals. And I have here with me Bridget Ankra from TWIFO PRASO Senior High School, and she is the first principal speaker. Hello, Bridget.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm well. What about you?
I'm also fine. So far, which school have been your difficult opponent in the competition?
Okay, so I would say it's Sudoku, the first contest that we went. We didn't have it well at all, but we tried. Yes, and we are here today.
So far, how is the preparation?
So I would say we are super prepared for this contest, and God no go shame us. The crown, we are getting it. That's all what I can say.
And are you winning?
Sure.
Are you?
We've already won, but just that we have to debate for you to see. God no go shame us. TWIFO PRASO Senior High School all day.
Still on TWIFO PRASO Senior High School, and I have here with me
Mensa.
So you are meeting MAMPONG PRESBYSENIOR.
Yes.
Okay, so how is the preparation towards today's debate? And are you seeing them as a very tough school, or how are you feeling?
Well, we are okay. We are well because we've actually prepared very much for this contest. So we are actually hoping for the best if God permits.
Thank you very much. I wish you guys all the best for today's debate.
Please, with a round of applause, let's welcome our special guest of honor, Mrs. Portia Gabo. Put your hands together for her. Sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. So for those of you who watch her on TV and you always say, how can I become like this woman? Today she's going to give us all the apple. Ain't you know, show who ye, neti and you. Portia, please.
Thank you so much. I'm indeed honored to be here this morning to share a bit of my life story with you. A few years ago, if they gave me to you, you wouldn't like me. Why? Because I was in my seed form. I am the girl who would rather sit at the back instead of sitting in front. I'm still a very shy person. Do you believe it? Oh. I'm a shy person though, but I'm glad to be here this morning. So first of all, when a hen lays an egg, it takes 21 days for it to sit on that egg before it hatches into a chick, right? Unlike a human being, it does not have the luxury of having a scan to see what is growing inside it, but the hen will still sit on the egg for 21 days. It doesn't know when the egg will hatch. Whether it rains or shines, the hen will sit on the egg. Whether the hawk comes around or not, it will still sit on the egg until its 21st day. Now, when you came into this world, you had a dream and a purpose. So you laid an egg, right? You do not know when your dreams will become a reality. But like the hen, you have to sit on the egg until your 21st day. So as you're here, I'm telling you that your dreams are valid. So don't fry your egg. Don't chew your egg. sit on your egg for 21 days, and very soon your dreams will translate into a reality. So growing up, I did not see my father when I was growing up. I was told he had traveled outside the country in search of greener pastures. So as a child, if I see an aeroplane flying overhead, I'll tell them that my daddy is in the aeroplane. And then I was in class 3 when I was told there was a relative looking for me. I went to meet her and she had a conversation with my teacher, and she went home with me that day. She was wearing a black dress. Apparently, my daddy had come back to Ghana, but he was very ill and he wanted to see me. But it was too late. The moment my auntie met me, that was the time my father passed on. And so everyone kept asking me, what will become of your life? I didn't know what will become of my life. But in school, I loved English, I loved social studies, and I loved watching the news. I loved current affairs. But I hated mathematics. In fact, it's not that I did not understand maths. Maths did not understand me. So at first, I wanted to become a medical doctor, but because my math was terrible, I think my highest was 9% then. Yeah. And then I wanted to become a medical doctor, but my math was terrible, so I had to push that dream aside. Then I wanted to become a lawyer. And then someone told me that lawyers lie so much that when they die, they turn them upside down in their caskets. When I heard that, I was like, I do not want that to happen to me. So I didn't want to become a lawyer. Then I wanted to read the weather on television. Like I went through, I didn't even know what I wanted to become. So one day, my mom was a nurse and she had to practice in a rural community in Ghana. There was a community called Ewutubuntras in the central region. There was no electricity there. There was no potable water over there. So the only source of entertainment for me then was the radio. So I'd listen to BBC Focus on Africa because that signal was really good. And I heard Kweku Sechiado. I heard the late Komla Dumont, Akwesi Sapon. And I loved the way they would pick a story from Ghana and then turn it into a global story. I loved their command of the English language, and I was like, I think I want to become a journalist because it resonates with me, how you can develop a simple story for it to do good to mankind and for everyone to know about that story. So I told myself I'd be a journalist. But in school, because my father had passed on and we weren't really from a rich background, my mom was a single mother, it was so uncomfortable getting good friends because I was at the University of Ghana Basic School, and then in that school, many people had their parents as medical doctors, as professors from the University of Ghana, and it got to PTA meetings, and my mom could not even come to attend my PTA meeting. I mean, it was really, really sad then, and I couldn't even befriend the rich friends because they were always talking about the wealth of their parents and the rest. So one day, I also went to them, like in their conversation, I was like, oh, my daddy is also a rich person. I have swimming pool in my house. Like, well, talking like that, I was lying to them until one day my cousin came to tell them it was all a lie. And then I lost my friend. So I was really lonely in school then. So after GSS, I wanted to go to Wesley Girls Senior High School, but my results could not take me to Wesley Girls Senior High School. So I went to Kobo Girls Senior High School. Now, someone that mathematics was afraid of, I was offered elective maths. I was offered economics, I was offered geography, and I was offered literature. And I quickly went to the headmistress's office to tell her that there's no way I can do this course. Can you change the course for me? She said, no way. I would have to sit down and learn the mathematics. So I went to school. The first term, I had 3% in maths, but I was doing well in my literature. I was doing well in the social studies. I was doing well in current affairs. I'd always go to the library. So when we got to year 2, I went to the headmistress again. I told her I wanted to repeat so that they could change my course for me. And she said it was impossible. We couldn't do that. So I remember there was a time when the elective maths teacher, and you know that time, elective maths, our session was 4 hours. So imagine me enduring 4 hours of elective maths. I was seeing stars when the teachers were teaching. And I did everything. My mom got me the best of books in elective maths, best of teachers. I still wasn't getting it. So many people thought maybe I wasn't really intelligent because I wasn't doing well in maths. But my turning point came. There was a competition in school. They needed the best students in math and science, and then someone who was good in English, social studies, and then current affairs. So they chose the best students in science and math, and then I happened to be good in English, current affairs, and social studies, so they chose me as well, and I had to represent my school. When we went for the competition, the first 2 rounds was on science and maths. So they started with elective maths. So when the quiz master would ask the question, I'll be drawing flowers pretending I am answering. I'm actually drawing flowers. And then those who really knew me would be laughing in the background. Then all the rounds went on, and I never answered anything in the first 2 rounds. And other schools were wondering why they put me over there. Then it was 4 rounds. It got to the 3rd round. So when we got to the 3rd round, Kobo Girls was last but one in the competition. Then we got to the final round, round 3 and round 4, which was on English, literature, current affairs, and social studies. When we got to that round, all of the schools could not answer their questions, and I answered plus their bonus questions. And then the school that was last but one became first. And you could see people carrying me. It was a really great day for me. And I told myself, wow, if I worked on my weaknesses and then focused on my strengths, maybe I could become anything that I wanted to become in future. So it was time for me to write my WASI. When it was time for me to write my WASI, I sat my mom down and I told her that, Mommy, I have a prophecy to give you. And she was wondering what kind of prophecy I had for her. And I told her, I'm going to get F in elective maths. And she's like, what kind of prophecy is this? But I told her that I will do well in core math and the other subjects so that at least I get to the university. But she shouldn't panic when she sees F in my results. And she kept wondering what kind of prophecy I was giving her. So lo and behold, WASI came. And then I think elective maths time, I saw the question and I was confused like anything. So I wrote the questions back to the examiner and I drew my flowers as well. But, so the results came and my prophecy came to pass. I had my F in elective maths, but I did pass in the core mathematics, which could lead me to university.
We began with 16 schools. In the round of 16, we have narrowed it down to 4 schools, and after these sessions, we'll find out which 2 schools are making it to the grand finale, which will come up here in the capital. I have 2 schools. On my right, this is my left. On my left, you have MAMPONG Presby Senior High School, and on my right is TWIFO PRASO Senior High School. We will have them introduce themselves to us. We'll also hear from our judges what they are looking out for. We'll have the motion for the day, and then we can go straight into it. Let me start from my right then. So, TWIFO PRASO Senior High School. Tell us your name, your form, and then your talent, or anything interesting we should know about you. Your name, your form, anything interesting we should know about you. I think that should do. But we are interested in your talent. Because you know how we do it, right? Oh, you know how we do it, right? So tell us your name, your form, and anything interesting about you.
Thank you very much. I respond to Joanna Ohinewanyako, and I'm in my final year. I like debating a lot. Thank you.
So my name is Kezia Mensah, and I'm actually also interested in debates.
I go by the name Enyan Nyamiche Abigail. I'm in Form 3 and I'm also interested in debate.
So TWIFO PRASO Senior High School, 3 girls who are all interested in debate. I don't know, but you're Fanisa. MAMPONG Presby Senior High School, let's also hear from you.
My name is Fawe, and you know I'm Miriam. I'm in my final year, and I also like debating and writing.
I'm Beidu Muhibatu Abdurrahman. I'm in my final year, and I love debating, writing, and reading a lot.
I'm Tego Kezia from MAMPONG PRESBYSENIOR. I love singing, reading, writing, and debating.
Thank you, ladies. So the judges, what are you looking out for today?
I'm sure that the ladies already know the drill and the expectations from the judges, but to reiterate, we are looking out for content, all right? You have your motion and you have the side that you are arguing. Yes, so you know your motion, you know the side you are arguing, and we are looking out for compelling argument in support of your side. We are also looking out for delivery. It's not just about what you are saying, but how you put it across and make it convincing. We are looking out for the eloquence, the grammar, and the supporting speakers and the final speakers. We are looking out for skills like your rebuttal skills, how you're able to listen to your opponent and on your feet come up with counter arguments. So these are some of the things we'll be looking out for, and I'm sure that you are well prepared for that. So all the very best.
Just be yourself, be eloquent as normal, and then speak to the facts. Thank you.
I also want to admonish you to be very, very concise and precise with your points. That will help a lot, all right?
So it's the person in charge of the bell. The main speaker has 7 minutes to make their point. The main speaker has 7 minutes to make their point. On your 5th minute, you hear the bell go. Okay, so when you have 2 more minutes, you hear the bell go. You hear it go and end, like, so it means you have 2 more minutes. When you hear the bell go once, then it means that you've exhausted all your 7 minutes. So the main speaker, when you speak for 5 minutes, you hear the bell go and end. Then when you exhaust your minutes, you hear the bell go once. Do you understand it? And then the second speaker and the second speaker has 5 minutes. Also on your 3rd minute, you hear the bell go and end. When you hear it go once, it means you're done. And then the last speaker has 3 minutes. All right, so the motion for today is that investment in healthcare technology is more important than building new hospitals. Investment in healthcare technology is more important than building new hospitals. Presby Senior High School Mampong says, yes, we are for the motion that investment in healthcare tech is more important than building new hospitals. TWIFO PRASO Senior High School says, no, we don't believe in that. Ladies and gentlemen, judges, your debaters, your judges, we begin from the school for the motion. Presbyterian Senior High School Mampong Ekrapim. Let's welcome them, please.
I be the chair of the panel, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am Vivo Energy. I'm the first speaker proposing the motion before the House, quote and unquote. Investment in healthcare technology is more important than building new hospitals. The chair audience permits me to explain some keywords in the motion for the benefit of the House. Investment, according to Investopedia.com, is an asset or item required to generate income or gain appreciation. Also, according to NursingAwareness.com, it states that hospital is a healthcare institution that provides treatment to patients with personalized staff and equipment. Last but not least, healthcare technology is any IT tool or software designed to boost hospital and administrative productivity, give insight into medicines or treatments, and improve the overall quality of healthcare. This is according to healthtech.com. The chair, the motion in simple terms means that soliciting for resources or patronizing healthcare technology is far more better than constructing new hospitals. The chair, my teammate and I are strongly for the motion. The chair, our claim today is that yes, building hospitals are good, but then investing into healthcare technology is better because the advantages of it are more. The chair, my teammates and I are here to present 8 points. As the first speaker, I'll be presenting 4 points. My second speaker, I'll be presenting 4 points. And my summarizer will tell us why we have won today's debate. The chair, before I begin my argument, I'd like to talk a little bit about digital health. Digital health is the use of ICT in medicines or any other science professions. Now in this, it covers all the scopes with using the mobile health, telehealth, wearable devices, health information technology, as well as telemedicine. The chair, I'd like to begin my argument to the reason why we are standing for the motion by saying that when we invest into healthcare technologies, there will be improved diagnosis and treatment. Yes, we have our ways of diagnosing people and treating them. But then the healthcare technologies are taking us to a far and an improved way of doing this. Contrary to the traditional ways of our doctors. Now we have ways of checking people's BP and others without going to the hospital. We have wearable devices which are going to take care of people. We have the chance where you can sit in the comfort of your house, be diagnosed by a doctor with the help of medicine. This is why we are saying that the investment in healthcare technology is better than constructing new hospitals. Remember, as you have the hospitals, you need the technologies to be able to operate the hospital. My next point is that there will be increased accessibility. Increased accessibility here in the sense that one can have access to healthcare at any time, wherever you are. In our country, we can see that we do not have all the specialized doctors in our country. But then with the help of healthcare technology, you can sit here with the help of telemedicine, communicate to a doctor in China, a doctor in Korea, for whatever that you need. You do not need to struggle about the fact that you need to take a car from here to Kumasi to get a proper doctor over there. You do not need to struggle about the fact that as you are going, you will be sitting in a queue. This queue can even kill you before your time is up. This is why we are saying that you should encourage and also help to solicit for funds to be able to invest in healthcare technology rather than building new hospitals which will not be accessible to all people in rural areas or not. According to a site, it states that KNUST has made an app to enhance healthcare accessibility. And this app does not need the internet because people are going to be thinking that, oh, I don't have internet in the rural areas, there's no connection. This app can be used with or without the internet. Also, it covers language barriers, so no matter the language you speak, we can access all these. That's why we stand strongly for the motion that we should invest in healthcare technology and not be bothered about building more new hospitals. My third point to buttress my stance is that there will be better patient engagement and care. Some of us, let's be honest, sometimes when we feel sick, we go to the hospital, we find that my situation is embarrassing. My situation is uncomfortable. Sometimes you thought that if I tell the doctor this, he's going to criticize me. Look at the way the nurse is looking at me. How am I going to feel like? But these technologies and machines, they are apps. They do not look at you in the face and criticize you. They will not tell you that what you are saying is abnormal or no. They will not tell you that, what is this woman doing? No. But it gives you straight answers. As a result of this, you, the patient, are ready to tell them everything. Now, you restrict yourself from certain information that you tell in the hospital. Therefore, they give you the wrong diagnosis because they do not know exactly what's wrong with you. But with the healthcare technology, you've told them each and every single detail. Therefore, you are going to get an accurate diagnosis followed with an accurate and the precise treatment that you and I will need. This is why we are saying that we should solicit and invest in healthcare technology. According to Forbes.com, it states that AI boosts engagement, giving the example of chatbots. We all know chatbots, we use it. ChatGPT, we use it. It says that it is capable of explaining health conditions to patients in simple, non-technical terms. So in this issue, you do not need to ask the doctor. Some of us feel embarrassed when the doctor mentioned the big word of what's wrong with us. We do not ask. But with this, you can further research, know what is wrong with you so that you know how to prevent and help yourself. This is why we are saying that healthcare technology should be invested in. My last and final point is that there is improved innovation and research. These health technologies are things that advance as the day goes by. And as a result of this, we are pushed, we are forced to come up with new things. We are forced to make further researches into what is already happening. You know, if people are to be able to embrace these technologies, we will find ourselves finding people that are ready to come up with new things, people that are going to engineer new creations, new technologies. This is why we are saying that we should invest in it. Ghana is a developing country. It's enough. If we develop our own, we will start seeing our people also working their own technology. We don't need to go out of the country. We don't need to go beyond and go and do operations that we can do ours right here because we will innovate, we will research and find the solutions to this with healthcare technologies. According to an application by ncbi.com, it states that application of artificial intelligence helps in the techniques to fight monkeypox. Now, do you know one thing? It is funny to know that vaccines under normal circumstances take 10 to 14 years to be made. But with the help of healthcare systems and technologies, COVID-19 vaccines that we were used less than 1 year. Started in March and was done by November, and we are using it. This is why we solicit that investment in healthcare technologies are good. We are not saying that hospitals should be taken out, no. But the monies that will be put in the hospital shouldn't be more than the investment in healthcare technologies. Thank you.
A hospital is not just a building, but a sanctuary of care. The ever-wise chair, impartial panel of adjudicators, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, a warm greetings to you all. I respond to Joanna Ohenewanyako, representing in Kunimdi, TWIFO PRASO Senior High School as the principal speaker, against the motion, and I quote and unquote, investment in healthcare technology is more important than building new hospitals. The chair, before I proceed, permits me to explain some key terms in the motion. When one says investment, the person means allocating resources for long-term gain. Healthcare technology, which is also known as health tech, on the other hand, is the application of technology to improve healthcare delivery and management. Therefore, the motion simply means it is better to improve, Therefore, the motion simply means it is better to allocate resources towards the application of technology to improve healthcare delivery and management than to build new hospitals. This, my team and I disagree in total. The chair, ladies and gentlemen, although investment in healthcare technology is good, the benefits we stand to gain when we build new hospitals far outweigh that of the former. Our first argument, the chair, ladies and gentlemen, is that building new hospitals will help address public emergencies and pandemics. My dear opponents, when we build new hospitals, we can address public health emergencies. Building new hospitals can significantly enhance a healthcare system's ability to respond to public health emergencies. My dear opponents, were you in Ghana during the COVID-19 pandemic when there was congestion in hospitals? What did healthcare technology do in reducing that situation? Honorable opponents, should we wait for another pandemic before we see it as a need to build new hospitals? And also, are you aware even major healthcare centers such as Komfo Anokye and Kwelebu teaching hospitals were overwhelmed during the COVID-19 pandemics? Honorable judges, fellow students, all protocol observed. Remember, the best preparation for tomorrow is putting up your best today. Therefore, there is a great need to build new hospitals in order to address public emergencies and pandemics. Secondly, the share. Equitable access is another reason why there is a need to build new hospitals. Building, according to Ghana Health News, one major aim of the Agenda 111 is to ensure equitable access to everyone, particularly in rural and underserved communities. Building new hospitals will help provide health care services to everyone, regardless of age, gender, and wherever one finds himself. My dear opponents, picture a patient in need of emergency care in a remote area with limited or no internet connectivity. The act of building new hospitals will certainly save such a patient, whilst relying on healthcare technology will fail such a patient. Furthermore, the chair, building new hospitals certainly comes with job creation and serve as economic booster. The chair, when we build new hospital, it will create more employment for various individuals, especially during the construction phase. Some of these individuals include laborers, electricians, and engineers. And also, after completion, staff such as nurses, doctors, and other healthcare professionals will be employed to manage these facilities. My dear opponents, according to 3news.com on 16th April 2024, over 7,500 graduate unemployed nurses are still at home, lamenting on the lack of employment after completing their education for 4 good years. Oh my God, my opponents, don't you think if you build new hospitals, these unemployed graduate nurses will get work to do? Finally, the share. Building new hospitals is more important than investing in healthcare technology because specialized care and technological advancement is assured when we do the former. Whilst technology can streamline efficiency and improve data, it can never replace the human touch in healthcare. Hospitals provide a physical space for doctors to have a physical face-to-face interaction with patients in order to make proper diagnosis to patients. My dear opponents, imagine a child in need of emotional support during hospitalization. A comforting hand and reassuring words from a doctor is invaluable, something technology alone cannot replicate. The chair permits me to refute a claim made by my opponent. In the course of your delivery, you made mention of increased accessibility. My opponent, are you for real? Don't forget, there are many rural areas and underserved communities which often lack internet connectivity. Therefore, relying on healthcare technology will be a barrier to care. And also, don't forget, we have people who have internet connectivity but do not have the requisite knowledge as to how to go about how to operate this technology you are talking about. The chair, my supporting speaker will add to what I've just presented against the motion, and I quote and unquote, investment in healthcare technology is more important than building new hospitals. I erase my case.
Technology has the potential to bring positive change in healthcare and save million lives. The words of J.F. Kennedy. The chair panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am Baid Muhibatu, the second speaker, affirming the motion before the House. I quote and unquote, investment in healthcare technology is better than building new hospital. Before I move on to my substantive argument, I'd like to rebut some erroneous points raised by my opponent. She stated that building new hospitals will help address pandemic, but rather building new hospitals will put doctors in risks during pandemics. But with the introduction of telemedicine, individuals who are infected with deadly diseases such as COVID-19 can sit in the comfort of their home and access medical care. Also, she stated that human interaction will be replaced if there is the introduction of healthcare technology. But what my opponent must know is that healthcare technology is an assistive tool, but it is not here to replace human interaction. My first point to support my stance for the motion is that healthcare technology is cost-saving. Building new hospitals is very expensive. It has expenses with buying new materials to build a hospital, sustaining these hospitals, and even paying workers. But a one-time investment in health technology is less expensive. Also, the various healthcare technologies such as MRI, X-rays can detect diseases such as cancers at an early stage and come up with a cure. This reduces the expense of a long-term treatment of this disease. According to an article published on Next Government on July 2nd, 2024, it stated that artificial intelligence tools can improve U.S. healthcare while also reducing patient and government costs. That is why we believe that investment in healthcare technology is better than building new hospitals. Also, healthcare technology improves safety. Healthcare technology helps to improve safety in cases of pandemic. With the introduction of telemedicine, individuals can sit in the comfort of their homes and access medical care in times of pandemic. This prevents them from contracting diseases in hospitals such as nosocomial infections when they go to the hospital. According to Forbes Innovation, an article published on March 19, 2024, it stated that the integration of technology in healthcare environment is crucial in improving patient safety. Also, with the introduction of more advanced healthcare technologies, there is a need to protect individual personal data. So the blockchain is introduced to protect individuals' data from unauthorized access. That is why we as side proposition believe that investment in healthcare technology is better than building new hospitals. Also, the chair, healthcare technologies reduces error. Healthcare technologies reduces error or the risks associated with wrong surgical procedures. With the introduction of AI bots, they are able to carry out surgical procedures without the help of a human surgeon. And this is proved that it is proved that these surgical bots perform surgeries more accurately than humans. According to clevelandclinic.org, robot-assisted surgery currently has an overall rate of 94% to 100% accuracy. That is why we believe that investment in healthcare technology is better than building new hospitals. My last but not least point is the chair. Healthcare technology promotes efficiency. With the introduction of automated machines, which helps to automate bills and reduce the unnecessary costs associated with unnecessary tests, it is able to reduce the workload on the administration staff, making work in the hospital more efficient. According to an article published on intake.com titled The Management of Digital Technology, it states that in management, digital technology has cut administrative costs, making it more efficient. Remember, the introduction of healthcare technology helps to improve healthcare in the society and saves millions of lives. That is why we believe that healthcare technology is better than building new hospitals. Thank you.
The chair, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the person of Kezia Mensah, the first supporting speaker against the motion, quote and unquote, investment in healthcare technology is more important than building new hospitals. The chair, ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to refute some claims made by my opponents. In the course of their delivery, they made mention of investment in healthcare technology, improving diagnosis and treatment. My dear opponents, we acknowledge the fact that investment in healthcare technology can help improve diagnosis. My dear, remember that as we stand here, we need specialized healthcare centers that can help accommodate such people who will be victims of that pandemic in order to reduce the spreading of that diseases. Again, you made mention of hospital building being expensive. Our government can go for loans and build the hospitals. So far as the hospitals are built, he can generate income to pay that loan. After all, the end justifies the means. And again, you made mention of healthcare investment in help reducing error. My dear, let me tell you, behind these technologies are human beings who can actually make error. The chair, ladies and gentlemen, in addition to what my principal speaker has presented against the motion, I would like to share with you more reasons why we are saying it is more important to build new hospitals than to invest in healthcare technology. The chair, ladies and gentlemen, one other reason why there is a need to build new hospitals instead of invest in technology is due to outdated infrastructure in our various healthcare centers, such as X-ray for diagnostic imaging, ICT scan, inadequate space, and poor ventilation system. However, building new hospitals in this modern era will blend advanced medical technology with AI and telemedicine, which will support good infrastructure. The chair, ladies and gentlemen, in an article entitled CUPA Project, published by City Newsroom on 5th August 2024, Sami Edubuach, they highlighted limited space impeding this project. My opponent doesn't score for building of new hospitals. It is captured by City Newsroom at their website that healthcare infrastructure in Ghana is poor, aged, and in many cases very dirty. My dear opponent, what will health tech do to help this situation? As a result, the chair, ladies and gentlemen, building of new hospitals will help better such situation. Also, the chair, ladies and gentlemen, when we build new hospitals, it will address the healthcare needs of the growing population in our country. The chair, ladies and gentlemen, in an article published by African Land Blog has said that there is a fair number of hospitals in our country, but they are not enough to serve the growing population. Therefore, new hospitals need to be constructed in order to accommodate new technologies and the expansion of the growing population, since most of our current hospitals do not have adequate space to do that. My dear opponents, let's take a hospital with inadequate infrastructure where over 5,000 people go there for medical treatment. How would these people receive comprehensive and quality health care? My dear, let me send you to Jaboso Hospital in the Western North region, where it is reported by City Newsroom that 4 children share a bed and there is congestion at their maternity ward. My dear, do you really think investment in healthcare technology will be the best option in such a situation? Obviously, no. We should rather think of building new hospitals which will help reduce such pressure on the existing healthcare facilities. Finally, the chair. Ladies and gentlemen, my favorite part, which literally goes to my opponent, is there would be a long-term health sustainability if new hospitals are built. My opponent, while new technologies may require upgrades and updates, a well-designed hospital building can serve a community for decades. The chair. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not undermining healthcare technology, but what we are saying is, considering our geographical location and other factors, building of new hospitals will be ideal. In fact, the chair, ladies and gentlemen, in our part of the world, the impact that will be made when new hospitals are built will be greater than investing in healthcare technology. Thank you.
Technology can transform healthcare delivery in ways that bricks and mortar cannot. Investments in electronic health records, telemedicine, and AI offers the potential for greater efficiency, better patient outcomes, and more personalized care. The words of Dr. Robert Webster, the chair of the Department of Medicine at the University of California, San Francisco. The chair panel of judges are curates, timekeeper, co-debaters, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. I am Tigo Keys, the summarizer, affirming the motion before the House. Quote and unquote. Investment in healthcare technology is more important than building new hospitals. The chair, as a team, we believe that yes, it is good to build more hospitals, but then investing in healthcare technology has better advantages, and therefore we should focus on that. Now, the chair, my teammates and I were able to raise 8 convincing points about just a stance, and these are: firstly, there's improved diagnosis and treatment. Further, there's increased accessibility. Also, better patient care and engagement. In addition, there's improved innovation and research. Again, it is very cost saving. To add up, there's improved safety. Further, there's reduced error. And the last but not least, there's enhanced efficiency. That's why I'd like to thank my opponent for giving me the opportunity to rebut the erroneous points that they raised. They stated that there's equitable access. Now, when you talk of equitable access and you have a hospital in Nalerigu with a specialist that can treat cancer, and we don't have this specialist in the other hospitals that are in the country, then how would people in these towns receive health care from these cities? It is the telemedicine and the use of the wearable devices that will help people to access healthcare without going to the hospital. Also, they stated that there's lack of infrastructure and 4 children are sharing 4 beds. So with the use of telemedicine and wearable devices like the watch where doctors can monitor patients, would there be the need for patients to share 4 children to share 1 bed? No. Also, they stated that they acknowledge the fact that there will be improved diagnosis and treatment. Thank you for accepting that we have won this debate. Also, we never said the hospital bills will be very expensive. Also, they stated that there's specialized care and technological advancement if the hospitals are built. That is why we are saying that stand behind us as we say that it should be money should be invested in the healthcare technology so that we will reduce mortality rate and the things that we are facing in our country right now. Also, they stated that it helps to address public emergencies and pandemic. Let us look at COVID-19. When our doctors were dying because they had to have face-to-face interaction with their patients. Now here's telemedicine. You'll be in the house and you'll be treating a COVID-19 patient without seeing the person. Isn't the doctor safe? Isn't the patient safe? So what is my opponent talking about? About building new hospitals. Also, they stated that the internet connectivity in rural areas will be poor, so they will not be able to access healthcare technology. That is why my teammate and I said that the KNUST has brought an app that uses no internet, therefore making it very easy. With this, I believe that the House should side with me that my team and I has won this debate. Thank you.
The chair, ladies and gentlemen, before I commence, please permit me to refute and condemn some claims made by my opponents. In the course of their delivery, they made mention of investment in healthcare technology, enhanced patient engagement. But my opponents, remember, for a proper physical education, it needs face-to-face interaction between the doctor and the nurse for a physical examination and proper diagnosis to be made. The chair, impartial panel of adjudicators, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, a warm greetings to you all. I am Enyanya Meche Abigail, the concluding speaker against the motion, and I quote, investment in healthcare technology is more important than building new hospitals. End of quote. The chair, the House, the following are the reasons to buttress our stance. 1. Healthcare technology comes nowhere close to addressing public health emergencies and pandemics. Building new hospitals, however, will help in such situations. 2. Investing in health tech, though not a bad idea. Building new hospitals will lead to equitable access, making healthcare accessible to all. 3. Building new hospitals is more important than investment in healthcare technology because, in reference to the former, there will be provision of specialized care. 4. There will be more opportunities for employment, and the economy will see a steady growth when we build new hospitals. 5. There is the need to build new hospitals since some of the equipment found in most of our healthcare facilities and even some of the existing infrastructure found in our healthcare facilities are overaged. 6. Sustainability is assured when new hospitals are built as against investment in healthcare technology. Finally, the chair, ladies and gentlemen, building hospitals will address the healthcare needs of the growing population in our country, which investment in health tech cannot do. The chair, ladies and gentlemen, ideally we should strike a balance between building healthcare infrastructure and investment in healthcare technology to create a comprehensive, effective, and patient-centered healthcare service. The ever-wise chair, impartial panel of adjudicators, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, there is no doubt that our arguments have placed us in a pole position to emerge victorious. We thereby call on all and sundry to join the winning team to push our position on the motion, and I quote, investment in healthcare technology is more important than building new hospitals. End of quote. Thank you.
Let's do it better for the two schools. We have heard from the two sides, the side for the motion and the side against the motion. This is a time for the judges to put their points together or their marks together.
Dreaming of studying abroad, United States, Canada, the UK, Australia, or other countries? CUPA Study International makes that dream a reality. With over 29 years experience in the school placement business, we provide expert guidance to prospective students from application to admission on visa processing, accommodation, travel, and scholarships. Our global partnerships open doors to prestigious universities worldwide, helping you gain world-class education and international exposure and preparing our students for their future careers. From your hometown to your dream destination, we work with you every step of the way. CUPA Study International, Ghana's premier college and university placement agency, is an efficient and very professional agency. Visit us today to take the next steps towards a successful career. Success starts here. Let's facilitate your study abroad journey smoothly.
Imagine a world without worry. A place where everyone is who they say they are. where the people and assets most important to you are protected. A safe space. For over 3 decades, Margins ID Group and its subsidiaries have been building this world. Our state-of-the-art access control systems, asset tagging systems, and CCTV installations ensure that the assets most important to you are protected. We have designed and built award-winning national identity infrastructures, supported by our ultra-modern in-house designed and built verification system. We are the identity experts. We represent you, and we are certified to do so. Proudly, the only African facility to be certified by Intergraph at central banking level. Margins ID Group, made in Ghana by Ghanaians for the world. Visit us now at www.marginsgroup.com.
The National Girls Speech and Debate Championship is brought to you by Mermac Productions in partnership with the Ghana Education Service, Ghana Commission for UNESCO, Forum for African Women Educationalists, and Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana. Proudly sponsored by Margins ID Systems, Identity Management Systems, Intelligent Card Production Systems, CUPA Study International, Verna Mineral Water, McBerry Biscuits, and Planet Drinks. Also supported by Uncle Adlaw for Buying Organization and Canan Care Travel and Tour. NGSDC, Educate, Empower, Encourage.
Then we can do the presentation for TWIFO PRASO. As many of the teachers that are here can come for the, please, a hamper from Flora tissues and also products from Verna Mineral Water, Planet Drinks, as well as American Cola. Wow. Charlie, I want to be a teacher at this moment, so that I can also get some of the goodies. So from Top Choco and Flora tissues, from Verna Mineral Water, Planet Drinks, and then American Cola.
Before we give our comment, please, it's important that we give it up for these girls. They've given us a very competitive debate. And I was very impressed, and it was not by coincidence that when we compiled the marks, it was very difficult. You could see from all the judges that, it was a very competitive debate, and we loved it. Okay, but what I would say generally is that all of you have a very good future with debate and argumentation, all right? And it's important that you hone your skills. What I was most impressed is role playing. Every single one of you 6 girls played your role well. As principal speaker, you introduced both your sides, told us what you are about to say. Supporting speakers did the rebuttals. The summarizers were very good with the summary and came in with the rebuttal. So, on the overall, the 2 schools did very well, and we congratulate both of you.
Congratulations to you all, and you did very great, awesome. You were all very confident. You spoke eloquently, very beautifully. I'm so much impressed. There's a lot more for you ahead. From here, this is not the last, trust me. You have greater opportunities out there, and I wish you all the best. The chair has already spoken on a lot, so there's not much for me to say. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations once again. So the general observation I made was that the rebuttal skills were on point for every side. Yeah, the rebuttal skills. I think that's one thing that you all mastered, which I was particularly impressed about. So I think kudos to everyone. And the good team will surely win.
So if you could do the presentation of certificate.
All right, so from TWIFO PRASO, I'd like to call upon Joanna Ohene Wanyaku. The next goes to Kezia Mensah. Yeah, and the final goes to Abigail Nyameche Enyan.
So we have Miriam Beho, Muhibatu Abdurraham, and then Kezia Tego. Thank you so much, Doc.
So the best debater for this round, Kezia Tegu.
There's a third time. Please, you have to present this to her too.
So, for MAMPONG PRESBYSENIOR, who are the proponent of the motion, Judge 1 scored 239, Judge 2 scored 245, Judge 3 scored 216, making a total of 700. 239, 245, 216, making a total of 700. Therefore, TWIFO were against the motion. Judge 1 scored 245. Judge 2 scored 245.5. Judge 3 scored 222, making a total of 712. TWIFO PRASO, the winners of